The only
mango.
person I confided in back
And
then.
they definitely fresh from
The
the tree,
tense
still
silence
steaming.
filled the room as the implications sank in. So this man has held on to this information for nearly 3 decades,
They were
waiting for
there
the
from
perfect moment to use it against you?
what you call it? Some of those I
Catherine
ain't buy
asked
those, but I got
incredulously.
those extra because his
Harold
they're
is
right, just
nothing
like
if not
those right.
patient,
That type
Charlie
right there.
confirmed, and
These
ruthlessly
type.
strategic.
I'm gonna clean up
He
this
wouldn't make
right
a
here.
move like
You need to
this
put some
unless
in
he
the
was certain
freezer.
of
Some of
success.
those little soft
Sean
ones.
checked his phone,
Yeah, but they're
which had
not
been
sweet.
buzzing
They're
constantly.
That's
fresh.
why they need to go in the
The
freezer so they
story's
get
breaking on major business news sites already.
so we eat
Our
them with
PR team is in
smoothie or
panic
something.
mode. Catherine stood suddenly. We need to work together. Whatever our personal issues, we can't let Macbeth destroy both our companies and steal our life's work. Charlie looked at his children with new appreciation. Despite the shocking revelation and the threat to their reputation, they remained focused and sharp, qualities he recognized in himself. You're right, he agreed. My legal team is already gathering to counter these allegations, but we need to move quickly. The
You need
first
the other
24
chair?
hours will be crucial in shaping
You need the
public
other stool?
perception. Sean nodded. Our
You about
keynote
to
at the
sit there?
conference is tomorrow morning.
No,
That gives us a
where
very
will the mango
public
at?
platform to address these
I'm
accusations
cleaning out this
directly.
in the garbage.
And my lifetime
You
achievement
gonna sit on the
acceptance would
stool,
be the
Mama?
following day, Charlie added, his mind racing. Instead of declining
No?
it as I planned, I could use that platform as well.
Is that a
But
no?
simply denying the allegations
Tell
won't
me
be
if I
enough,
start getting my hands
Catherine
all
pointed out.
messy
We need concrete
with my
evidence that
mango.
exposes Harold's scheme. Charlie's phone rang again, his head of security. After a brief conversation, his face grew even more serious. Security has detected multiple breaches in our corporate servers over the last month. Sophisticated, almost untraceable. They believe the hackers accessed financial records, emails, and meeting calendars. Our system detected similar intrusions, Sean said, checking messages from his own team. We assumed it was industrial espionage aimed at our technology, but this makes more sense. As they compared notes, a clear pattern emerged. The hacks had been professionally executed, leaving minimal digital footprints, but they all originated from servers that, when traced through multiple proxies, led back to subsidiaries of Macbeth Corp. It's circumstantial, Charlie admitted.
I ain't put my clothes on. You know I still got clothes on the
We
bed.
need more, Catherine insisted. Something
Still have
definitive
clothes
that
on the
links
bed.
Macbeth to the fabricated evidence. Charlie thought for a moment, then said, there might be a way. Harold has one critical weakness. He keeps detailed records of everything. It's almost compulsive with him. If he orchestrated this, there will be documentation somewhere. How do we access those
Mango
records?
me, baby.
Sean asked skeptically. His executive assistant, Soraya Sanchez. She's worked for him for over 20 years and knows where
Mango
all the
me,
bodies are
baby.
buried, so to speak. And she owes me a favor. What kind of favor? Catherine asked, her lawyer's instincts kicking in. Charlie's expression softened momentarily. Her daughter was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer 5 years ago.
Yep, we passed the
I
lady beside the
arranged
road
for
selling the
treatment at a
mango.
specialized clinic.
But we were on our
They
way
covered the
to
expenses anonymously.
the so-called lunch
Soraya
place at the
figured
time.
out I was behind
But all I
it,
wanted was mango.
but
Then we
Harold
got there.
never knew.
Nobody had mango on the side of the
Sean
road.
looked surprised.
And
That's
Ocherias.
unexpectedly decent of you. I've made many mistakes in my life, Charlie said
What I should
quietly.
have done, I should have went in that
But
shop
I'm not
because
the
there's a shop
monster you
next
might
door
have
to the
imagined.
restaurant.
The admission hung in the air, creating a brief moment of connection before they returned to the crisis at hand.
Should have went in there and
Charlie
got like me a
called
ginger beer or
Soraya,
something.
putting the phone on speaker so the twins could hear both sides of the conversation. Charlie Moore, Soraya answered cautiously. I assume you're calling about the news stories. Hello, Soraya.
Oh, these mangoes are
Yes,
stringy.
and I think we both know who's behind them. A pause. I can't discuss my employer, Charlie. You know that. I understand your position, but this isn't just about me anymore. Harold is targeting my children as well. Children he's known about since before they were
What am I
born.
supposed to be doing?
Another
My
longer
alarm is going
pause.
off and I don't remember, so it must not be.
Children.
It must be from
What are you
yesterday.
talking about? Charlie exchanged glances with the twins before continuing. Catherine and Sean McCollum are my biological children, Soraya. Harold is using my past mistakes to destroy not only me, but them as well. Their company, their reputation, everything they've built on their own merit. A sharp intake of breath came through the speaker. The McCollum twins are your children. I had no idea. Her voice dropped to a whisper. Charlie,
What's up? What's up?
you need to be careful. This vendetta goes deeper than you think. It's not just business for Harold anymore. It's personal.
Oh.
He believes you stole more than a business opportunity from him all those years ago. What do you mean? Charlie asked, confused. I've already said too much. I need to go. Soraya's voice became urgent. Check your secure
What's
email
up?
in an hour.
How you doing? Where you from?
I can't promise anything, but I haven't forgotten what you did.
No,
for
this
Lena.
is not a mukbang.
The call ended
I'm just
abruptly.
eating.
What did she mean about stealing more than a business opportunity? Catherine asked. Charlie shook his head. I honestly
You
don't
gotta
know.
eat healthy.
Harold and I had a falling out over a major contract
This
that my
kiwi is
company
sour.
secured instead of our joint venture. It ended our partnership, but I never took anything personal from him. While they waited for Soraya's email,
I think it's sour
they
because I'm
worked on
eating
their
this
immediate
mango.
strategy. Charlie's PR team prepared statements refuting the allegations, while Sean coordinated with McCollum Innovations' legal counsel. Catherine, with her engineering background, worked with both companies'
Kiwi
IT
is good
security
for so many
teams to
things.
trace the digital evidence.
It's always
more
good to know
thoroughly.
your nutritional
Exactly 1 hour after their call,
facts.
an encrypted email
Why don't
arrived.
you go Google that?
Inside was a folder of documents, meeting notes, strategy memos, and most damning of all, communications between Harold and the hackers he had hired to plant the false evidence. This is it, Sean said triumphantly. Proof of the frame-up.
Eating this behind this
But
is very
Charlie had
tart.
gone pale, staring at another document in the folder, an old letter that Soraya had included with a note saying, I found this in Harold's personal safe years ago. I think you should know what really drove him to hate you so much. The letter was from Camilla to Harold, dated a few weeks before she had told Charlie about her pregnancy. In it, she gently but firmly ended a relationship with Harold, explaining that she had fallen in love with Charlie instead. I had no idea, Charlie whispered, the pieces finally falling into place. Harold and Camilla were involved before she and I. He never said a word, not once in all these years. So this isn't just business revenge, Catherine realized. It's personal on every level. He lost the woman he loved to you, and then lost your business partnership as well. And now he wants to destroy everything connected to both of you, Sean added grimly. As they processed this revelation, Charlie's phone buzzed with a news alert. He read it aloud, his voice growing increasingly concerned. Breaking.
Why does it sound like they're
raids
repeating the story,
offices
Mom?
of Moore Industries and McCollum Innovations.
Because
CEO
somebody
Charlie
else got
Moore and
involved.
executives Catherine and Sean McCollum named as persons of interest in federal fraud investigations.
No, it sounded like they're repeating the
Sean
story.
swore under his breath.
They're not.
The evidence
Okay.
Soraya sent won't matter if we're already arrested and our company's assets frozen. We need to move faster, Catherine insisted. We have to go public with what we know about McBath immediately.
Do you like
As they
mangoes? Do
debated
you
their
like fruit?
next steps,
You know some
a
people don't
hotel
like eating
security
fruit.
guard knocked on the door with an
I can't
urgent
imagine life
message.
without fruit.
FBI agents were in the lobby, asking for Charlie Moore.
Can
We're
I
out of
imagine my
time,
life without
Charlie
fruit?
said, quickly gathering the evidence.
Have you ever
they
had a mango?
compiled. He looked at the twins, his children, with genuine regret in his eyes. I'm sorry I dragged
I'm
you
sorry,
into
but I'm
this.
not sharing my
Whatever
mango.
happens next, know that
I'll share it with my mommy.
He was interrupted
my
by the
daughter,
sound of his private
but
phone ringing.
That's about it.
The caller ID
Let me stop.
showed a
Yeah,
number
I'll
he
share.
didn't
You want
recognize.
some? Here you go.
Hello?
Let's see
Charlie
what this
answered
tastes like.
cautiously. A
I just
familiar
went and
voice
bought this from a
responded,
buddy of
sending a
mine.
chill down his spine. Hello, Charlie.
Excuse me, they go
It's
and
been a long
pick them
time.
up.
Harold,
I eat the
Charlie
skin too because
acknowledged,
the skin is
putting the
good.
phone on speaker. I see
your
you
body.
finally met your children. How touching. Unfortunately, your family reunion will be cut short. I'm sure the FBI agents in the hotel lobby will be very interested in the offshore
That
accounts
looks good.
registered in all three of your names. We know what you've done, Harold. We have proof.
These come from,
Harold
they grow in
laughed
Florida.
coldly. Proof
They
provided
don't really
by
grow
my
in my
assistant.
area,
Soraya
so
has
we have
already
to
been
like travel to
terminated,
go get them.
and any documents she may have shared have been reported as corporate espionage. Face it, Charlie, I've finally won. What do you want, Harold? Charlie demanded. Meet me at the Peninsula rooftop in 20 minutes. Come alone, or rather bring your newfound family. I'd like to see Camilla's children
This
one
one is
last
not
time
stringy.
before they're taken away in handcuffs. The line
He said
went
he's
dead,
called apple
leaving the
mangoes,
three of
Mama.
them staring at each other as heavy knocking began on the hotel suite.
Everybody called them a different name, but he said he used to call it
FBI,
apple
open up,
mango.
Mr. Moore. FBI, open the door, Mr. Moore. The pounding on the hotel suite door grew more insistent. Charlie glanced
This
at
apple
his
mango
children,
is good.
seeing determination replace fear in their expressions. We need to stall
Everybody,
them. Sean
Ooh,
whispered
that's
urgently.
juicy.
Charlie nodded and called out, "One moment, please. I'm on an important call with my attorney." Catherine was already moving, gathering the evidence from Soraya, along with their own documentation. "We need to meet with Harold. He's the
That's
only
good.
one who can end this right now." "It's clearly a trap," Sean argued.
I'm on a
"He wants
mango
all
diet.
three of us cornered." "Yes," Charlie agreed. "But he also wants to
You hear me,
gloat.
Mommy?
Harold always had a
I
flair
said
for
I'm
the
on a mango
dramatic,
diet.
especially when he thought he'd won.
No.
That gives us an opportunity." The knocking continued. "Mr. Moore, we have a warrant. If you don't open this door immediately, we'll be forced to break it down." Charlie made a quick decision. "The service elevator. It leads directly to the kitchen. From there, we can access the staff stairwell to the roof." He grabbed his phone and a small recording device from his briefcase, a habit from years of business dealings that might now prove crucial. "I need 2 minutes to collect my documents," Charlie called to the agents. "I'm cooperating fully." As the pounding continued, the three slipped through the suite's service door and into the back corridors of the luxury hotel. Charlie led the way, his intimate knowledge of the peninsula's layout guiding them through the kitchen, past starving staff members, and into the service
Oh
stairwell.
no.
"I come here
Making a
regularly
mess.
for business," he explained as they climbed the stairs. "Knowing alternative exits is second nature in my position." "Paranoid, but practical," Sean remarked,
Thank you, Mom.
slightly out of breath as they reached the roof access door.
Oh, I had to move away. Mommy's listening to her little
"Harold will be expecting
old time radio,
possibly
like
with both of
radio.
you. We need
You know
to
those things,
control
those like
this
AI
encounter."
stories.
He turned to Catherine. "You're an engineer. How would you approach
Mommy's
this
listening to
problem?"
that, not me. It's
Catherine
loud.
considered for a moment, understanding that Charlie
I just thought eating mangoes. We got these mangoes from South Florida,
rather than testing her. "We need leverage and
but
evidence
I just went and bought
simultaneously.
them from a person
One
who
of us
went to
should
South
remain
Florida to
hidden to
get these
record the
mangoes. I didn't
conversation
go
while the others
to
confront
get
him."
these mangoes, but they're so
"Exactly
good.
what I was thinking," Charlie nodded.
This is my first thing that I'm eating today,
"Sean,
which is fruit.
you have the steadiest hands for recording. Catherine and I will face Harold. Between the two of us, we represent
Yes, I'm eating the
everything
skin because the skin is good for you too.
and
Some
those
people don't like to
choices
eat the skin, but I
my
do.
business success." Sean hesitated. "Are you sure?"
How are
He
you doing this
specifically
morning?
mentioned
Or is
wanting
it
to see
evening?
both of Camilla's children. "Which
Come
makes
on
it
in
all
and
the
talk to
more
me. I'm
powerful
on
that
vacation,
you
so
only
I've got
see one
time.
of us," Catherine countered. "It throws off his script, makes him wonder where you are and what you might be doing. People make mistakes when their carefully laid plans go awry."
Come on in and say hi.
Charlie felt a surge of pride at his daughter's strategic thinking, so similar to his own, yet tempered with an ethical dimension he had often neglected in his career. "Let's do this," he said, handing Sean both his phone and recording device. "Stay out of sight, but make sure you capture everything." Sean nodded and slipped into position behind a large air conditioning unit with clear sight lines.
Aren't you
to the
supposed to be
center
at
of the
work?
rooftop, where Harold would
Sam.
likely be waiting. Charlie and Catherine
No, I don't miss
exchanged
you.
one final glance before pushing through the door onto the
Why would I
roof
miss you?
terrace. The
You
Chicago
haven't emailed me.
skyline spread out before them.
I told you to give me your number. You didn't give me your number.
Shadows across the city. Harold McBath stood near the edge, his back to them.
Thank you for your
as he
comments. They
gazed
help
out
the
at
channel
view,
grow.
a glass of scotch in his hand. At 60, he was still
I didn't see you yesterday, so how you gonna miss me?
preserved.
When I went
A
live
shot of
yesterday, where
white
were you?
hair that caught the sunlight. "Right on time,
Hmm?
Charlie," Harold said without turning.
Where were you yesterday when I went live? I went live like 4 times.
Unlike
I didn't see you not
loyalty.
one time.
"Hello, Harold."
You're not a true
Charlie
supporter.
replied evenly,
You
stepping
just come
forward
in to
with
talk
Catherine
trash
at
when
his
you want to
side.
talk trash, but
"I
welcome.
believe you wanted to see us." Harold turned, his eyes widening
I mean,
slightly at the
mango.
sight of Catherine. The daughter, but not the son. Interesting choice. His gaze lingered on Catherine's face.
Hey, did you find the manual? Yes! American Home Show now provides video chat with live
Do I
repair
miss you?
experts for home fixes over the phone. Let's go fix that up.
You don't miss me.
I'm up to date at eda-Song.
Neutrogena Collagen Bank Moisturizer with SPF strengthens the collagen you have built.
I'm over the romantic trolls.
For feeling healthy.
The virtual romantic trolls from YouTube. I tell everyone my email address is in my channel description. If you really want to talk to me, email me. Like someone said, that's a poor excuse. Because even if you were busy, you would take the time for someone that's important to you. So I don't even want to hear that lie.
So I've been told.
The only way that you'll be excused if you were in court or in jail.
But it didn't reach his eyes. Do you know, young lady, that your
If you weren't in
mother
court
and
or
I
you
were
weren't in
loved
jail,
ones
I don't want to hear
before
it.
your father stole her away? My mother wasn't property to be stolen, Catherine countered. She made her own choice. Harold's smile faltered. A choice she might have reconsidered had she known what kind of man Charlie truly was. The kind who would abandon his own children to protect his career. We're not here to rehash the past, Charlie interrupted. You've gone to extraordinary lengths to destroy both
I
our
was
companies.
busy yesterday. I wish a man would tell me that they're busy, especially those of you, the man in my life. You're never too busy for the one that you love and the one that's in your life. You're never too busy. Even if you only take 30 seconds to say, hey, baby, da 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 da. But no contact is never acceptable. Not for me. Those days are over.
So this elaborate scheme, framing us for fraud, manipulating evidence, breaching our corporate servers, all of it just for business? Charlie asked incredulously.
But
business and pleasure,
some people like
Harold admitted
limited
with a cold
contact.
smile. I've waited
Everybody's
nearly
different.
3 decades to see you lose
It all depends on what a
everything
person
you
is looking
value,
for in their
just
relationship.
as I
So.
did. First, Camilla,
But I'm talking
in our
about me.
partnership. You took my future from me, Charlie. You never told me about you and Camilla, Charlie said.
Sam,
quietly.
you are just,
Not once in all the
when you
years
start
we worked
commenting,
together.
people just start coming to the
Would it
channel
have made
because
a
of what you're
difference?
saying.
Harold asked
Thank you for the
bitterly.
comment, Sam.
Would you have stepped aside if
But
you'd
you
known?
don't mean it.
The question hung in the air,
You don't mean it.
unanswerable
If
after
you did,
so
I
many
would know it.
years.
Haven't heard from you in person.
Catherine stepped forward. Mr. Macbeth,
So stop lying
whatever
to me.
grievances you have against my father,
You've just
they
been
have
lying to
nothing
me,
to do with
Sam.
my brother and me. We built our company from nothing, without his help or even his knowledge. Yet here you are, standing beside him.
Mocha went by you, mommy.
The prodigal father and his abandoned children reunited.
Did Mocha
just
come by
in
you,
time
Mom?
to face disgrace together.
Did Mocha come by you?
Poetic, would you say?
I wasn't
What do you
paying
want,
attention.
Harold?
Okay.
Charlie demanded.
I heard her just right here, but then when I looked down, she was not there.
The
She disappeared.
FBI is already at my hotel room. Your plan is in motion. Why this
Ooh,
meeting?
excuse me.
Harold placed his empty glass on a
I
nearby
think I've had
table
enough
and
for
pulled
now.
the
This is
folder
my
from his
last
jacket.
mango.
I'm offering you a way out. For the girl, at least.
This is a good
He
mango
held
though.
up the folder. This contains evidence proving her innocence in our little financial scheme. Sign over your controlling interest in more industries to me, and I'll ensure she and her brother avoid
This is the
prison.
closest I'll come to eating
And what
like
about me?
seafood. Like people eat
Charlie
crabs and
asked,
shrimps.
though he already knew
Eating
the
mango
answer.
is similar.
You'll face the
Mango
full
juice is running all
consequences,
down
of
my
course,
fingers, running all
Harold
down my
replied
hand.
with feigned regret. Someone has to take
I
the
hear
fall.
her, but I don't see her.
And who better than the man who deserved it all along? Charlie glanced at Catherine.
She must be in the
whose
living room.
expression remained carefully neutral. May I see this evidence of my children's innocence? Harold hesitated, then handed over the folder. It's all there. Documentation showing the twins were unwitting participants, manipulated by you. Charlie opened the folder and began to read, buying time. This is quite thorough, Harold. You've thought
I'm gonna
of
marry the
everything.
mango.
I've had years to plan, Harold said smugly. Now, do we have a deal?
The mango is more loyal.
It seems a fair trade considering you once chose the
Oh
company
Lord,
over
help
me.
me.
Charlie looked up from the documents, his expression
All right.
Before I answer, I have one question. The night Camilla told you she was leaving you for me,
You want mango mocha?
what exactly did you say to her? The question clearly caught Harold off guard. What? That's ancient history. Irrelevant. Not to me, Charlie insisted. I want to know. Harold's composure slipped momentarily. I told her she was making a mistake. That you would never value her the way I did. That you would abandon her the moment she
Mocha, where
became
you going with that mango?
to your ambitions. His voice
I'm
hardened.
not hungry. I'm just give you one little
I was
piece.
right, wasn't I? Yes, you were, Charlie admitted quietly. I failed her and my children in the worst possible way. It's my greatest regret. Regrets don't change the past.
I don't tell my
Harold
mom about
snapped.
fictitious people.
Now, your decision? Charlie closed the folder and handed it back. No deal. What? Harold's confidence wavered. You choose your company over your children's freedom?
Mocha and I are eating mangoes.
No, Charlie replied firmly. I'm choosing justice over blackmail. You see, Harold, while you were focused on your elaborate revenge plot, you overlooked something important. And what's that? Harold asked. His voice
people
tightened
start
with
being
sudden
nosy
awareness.
because they're amused by the
Charlie smiled
conversation.
for the first time. The fact
And
that
they're
I
probably
raised
wondering,
smarter
how in the
children than
world can
you
someone come
gave
on
me
YouTube
credit
and say
for.
that?
On cue, Sean
Does he know
emerged
that
from his
lady?
hiding place,
See,
holding
you have
up
to
the
think about how
recording
people think.
devices. We have everything,
No, I do not know
including
this
your
Sam.
confession to
He's
corporate
just a
espionage, fraud, and
faithful
blackmail.
romantic troll. I don't know
Harold's
him from
face
nowhere.
darkened with rage. You think a recording will save you? My legal team will tear it apart. It's inadmissible, obtained under duress.
That's like when something's happening, if you're out in public, maybe you're at the mall,
But what about
maybe
the
at a
backup
restaurant, and
contents
suddenly
we've
someone
already
starts
sent
doing
to the
something like
FBI, the
maybe a
SEC, and 3
impromptu
major news
proposal.
outlets?
Everyone
For the
turns around
real-time
and goes,
documentation of your hacking operations that our IT teams have been
it's all part of
compiling
being
since
nosy.
we identified the breach. You're bluffing, Harold hissed, though
Hello,
uncertainty flickered in his
Patricia
eyes.
May.
Charlie stepped closer to Harold. You were right about one thing.
I'm just happy to be on vacation.
Over my family once. I won't make
I'm
that
happy for
mistake
these
again.
mangoes, even though I had to buy them, but
Catherine and Sean, I'm proud of you both.
I'm happy that the
Not
person
for
went
your
to go and get
success,
them,
but for the people you've
brought them back
become
up here to
despite
North
my
Florida,
absence.
and now I
Your
can
mother
enjoy
did an
them
extraordinary
and not eat the
job.
mangoes out of the
As
supermarket.
Harold
Those
stood
mangoes are.
speechless with fury, the roof access door burst open. FBI agents rushed forward, weapons drawn.
The mangoes from the supermarket are.
Nobody move. As the
Mocha, that's
agents
enough
secured
mango.
the rooftop, the lead agent approached.
That's enough.
Charlie Moore, Catherine,
You
and
had
Sean
enough, Mocha.
McCollum.
This
We
time I
received
measured
some
it.
very interesting evidence about 20 minutes ago.
Oh, this mango is
Contradicts our
yummy.
earlier information. Harold lunged suddenly, grabbing Catherine's arm and pulling her toward
I'm trying to
the
get the
edge.
color, but because of the
This
color,
isn't over, he shouted, his face contorted
the
with
color is
decades
like
of
really.
bitterness.
It's
Charlie
not showing up
moved
that well,
without thinking, throwing himself forward to separate Harold from his daughter.
but it's good.
The two men grappled at the edge of the rooftop, teetering dangerously as the FBI agents shouted commands. In the chaos, Charlie looked into Harold's eyes and saw nothing but hatred. Hatred.
You mean
had
that we should be
consumed
cooking for
30
each
years
other?
of his life.
See, that's when you say stuff like that.
Charlie understood how easily
You're really
he
not
might
talking
have
to the right
followed the
person.
same path had he allowed his own
If
regrets
I
to
would be
fester
willing
into
to cook, no, if
vengeance.
we
It's over,
will be
Harold,
willing to cook
Charlie said softly.
for each other.
Let go.
So you
As
better
the
find
FBI
another
agents
kind of woman,
pulled
because
them
I'm
back
not that
from
kind
the
of
edge,
woman.
Harold's shoulders slumped in defeat. The man who had orchestrated such an elaborate revenge seemed suddenly smaller, diminished by the failure of his life's work. While the agents handcuffed Harold, reading him his rights,
Sam, go back to being
Charlie
busy.
turned to find both his children
Go back to
watching
being
him
busy
with
doing whatever you're
newfound
doing.
respect in their eyes. How did you know the FBI would receive our evidence in time? He asked.
How could any man expect
Sean
any woman
exchanged a look with his sister before answering.
or any woman expect any
But we believe that the
man
truth would
to always be
eventually
the one
come out.
cooking? Does it even,
If it
when
meant
you
all
even
3
say it
of
out
us
of your mouth,
facing
does it even
charges
sound
at the
right?
time, Charlie asked,
Who wants to be the one that's
genuinely
always doing something?
curious. Catherine's expression softened slightly.
Tell me.
Mom always said that doing the right thing
I wish I
isn't
would.
about guarantee.
I wish I
It's
would.
about being able to face
You know,
yourself
somebody
in the
approached
mirror
me
the next morning.
and said to me that I would be the
As
one
the
always
agents led
cooking.
Harold away, Charlie felt something
And I said, oh,
shift
really?
inside him.
I just kind of
A weight
laughed.
he
I said, oh,
carried
really?
nearly 3
I'm like, not
decades
me, not
beginning
this
to
one.
lift. But as he looked at his children, he knew the
No, thank
hardest conversation was yet to come. There's still the matter of your mother.
No, thank you.
He said
No more
quietly,
mocha. Now, I promise this time, no more.
everything I need to answer for. Before either twin could respond, the lead FBI agent approached with a grave expression. Mr. Moore,
I gotta
we
get
need
to work. I
talk
got
about
things to do.
Soraya Sanchez. She was found in her apartment.
Patricia
30
May, where you
minutes ago.
from?
The agent hesitated. I'm sorry to inform
Looks
you
like
that
you have a
she's been
cartoon
shot.
profile
Her
picture.
condition is critical. 3 days after Harold McBath's arrest, Charlie sat beside Soraya Sanchez's hospital bed. The doctors had finally upgraded her condition from critical to stable, though she remained
Let me
unconscious.
see. I'm not sure
The
now
bullet had
if
missed her
you
heart
will
by
be willing
centimeters,
to cook
and she had
for
lost
us
a
if we
dangerous
get
amount
married.
of blood before her
Oh, the
neighbor found
Philippines,
her.
cool.
The police believed
I want to
it
go
was
to the
one of
Philippines.
McBath's hired men, Charlie explained to Catherine and Sean, who had just
I'm not
entered
sure
the
in
room.
what order that's going to
They
happen.
arrested a suspect based on security footage from Soraya's building.
One person
Sean
wants me to
placed a
go to
bouquet of
another
flowers
country.
on
I
the
did not have that
windowsill.
country on my mind.
Has she regained consciousness at all? Charlie
I
shook
think the
his
next
head.
country that I met a lot of
Not yet,
Filipinos on this
but
cruise
the
ship.
doctors are optimistic. He
There were a
glanced
lot
at
of
the
Filipinos
twins,
on the cruise ship
noting the heavy
working.
circles under their eyes.
Very
You two
nice
should get
people.
some rest.
What's up, gospel
The
producer?
conference organizers were understanding about your missed keynote, but you still have a company to
I don't
run.
need no orientation.
So
I'm
do you,
American.
Catherine
So that's the
pointed out.
problem when you date people that
How's
are not
Moore
of the
Industries
same
holding up?
culture or
Charlie
ethnicity or
sighed.
whatever you want to call
The
it.
stock took a hit when the news
I will
broke.
be me.
but its stabilizing
That
now is
person
the
will be
truth
who they
about
are.
Macbeth's scheme has been
Yeah,
made
we'll
public.
come together. Yeah,
The
we'll
board has called an
blend
emergency
together.
meeting
But
for tomorrow.
when a person tries
To
to
discuss your
make you
future with
like
the
their
company,
culture,
Sean
you
asked.
married the wrong culture.
Among
I'm
other
not
things,
Nigerian.
Charlie confirmed.
I'm
He
American
hesitated before
with a
continuing.
little Jamaican spice
They'll
in my
also be
shirt.
discussing the
I was in
proposal you
Jamaica
presented
last
to me
week.
before all this
Now
happened.
listen,
The diversity
you can't
initiatives,
make
the
someone be
reparations, the foundation in
your
your mother's name.
nationality.
The twins exchanged
I don't need
surprised
orientation
glances.
from Nigeria.
You showed them our proposal.
That means you need
Catherine asked
orientation from my
incredulously.
American hood.
I did more than that.
I'm from the
Charlie
USA,
replied,
Patricia.
reaching into his briefcase and
Excuse
pulling
me.
out a thick document with the Moore Industries
Come on,
logo.
I need orientation. Get
I
out
made
of
it
here.
official company policy.
Gospel producer, what's up with you today?
Immediately.
I need to call my
Important to
doctor's
know
office
yet,
too.
but by corporate bylaws,
Because I want to see if I
don't
can
need
move
their
my
approval
appointment
for
up.
operational changes of this nature. Sean took the document.
I scheduled it for
Flipping
next
through
week.
pages filled with
But I
Charlie's
want to see if I
signature.
can move it up. Today is
Why would you do
Wednesday.
this? It will cost millions. Because it's the right thing to do, Charlie said simply. Your mother was right about me all those years ago. I was a coward.
I'm good.
I chose the easy path instead of the right
I was
one.
on a cruise all last
I'm
week.
not
I need to
making
put
that
those
mistake
vlogs
again.
up.
A
I've been
comfortable
lazy, but
silence
they're
fell
coming.
between them, broken only by
I'm
the
good.
steady beeping of Soraya's monitors.
Just got to eat some
So much
mangoes
had
that came
changed
from
in just a
South
few
Florida.
days. Not just the
God is
external
good. I woke up this
circumstances of their
morning in my
lives,
right mind.
but the tentative, fragile
No, I have
connection
never
beginning
been,
to form between them.
but
After Harold's arrest,
I would like
the
to
three of
visit
them
the
had worked
Philippines. It's not one of
tirelessly
my
with
first
federal
countries that I want to
investigators,
visit.
providing evidence of
Of
his
course you didn't know
elaborate
that.
fraud.
Why would you know that? You
The
didn't pay
twins'
for it.
technical expertise, combined with Charlie's industry knowledge, had
You
helped the
didn't pay
parties
for
piece
it.
together the full extent of
I
Macbeth's
posted. Have you
crimes,
been watching my
which
little
stretched far beyond
clips?
their personal vendetta
I've been
and years of corporate
uploading my
espionage
prayer
and
times because I
market
did do prayer
manipulation.
time, even though it wasn't live. I
There's something
recorded
else
it.
I wanted to discuss with you
I
both,
indicated where I
Charlie said,
was.
breaking
I
the
already
silence.
posted 3, so if you were
The
watching them, it
lifetime
told you where I
achievement award
was.
ceremony is still scheduled
If
for
you were
tomorrow evening.
not figuring it out, you should
Under
have
the
been able to figure
circumstances,
it
the
out.
organization has offered
So
to
why haven't you
postpone
watched
the
my
vote.
uploads?
But
What's
what?
going on with you? You
Catherine
don't support me
prompted when he
anymore?
trailed off.
I'm gonna
Charlie
cry.
looked directly at his children.
I'm gonna cry.
Vulnerability
But anyway, I
evident in
posted
his
3
eyes.
prayer time
I'd like to
uploads,
attend,
but I have not
not to
posted like
accept
my
the
daily
award,
vlogs
but
that
to
I've
decline
done.
it publicly.
I haven't posted
And
those
I'd
yet.
like
Maybe
both
I'll
of you
post
to
one of
be
those
there with
today.
me, if you're willing.
For
Sean
my
raised
true
an eyebrow.
supporters.
To witness your grand gesture of humility.
I don't have that many true supporters, but
No,
I posted for my true
Charlie
supporters, and
replied
anyone else who
earnestly.
watches it, okay.
To help me honor your mother.
And I'll share it with
The
family and
twins'
friends and
skepticism
whoever.
gave way to curiosity. What are you planning?
But yep, I'm on vacation. That's why you see, I'm usually at work. It's just 9:38 in the morning. I don't sit up here. Oh, you're busy working on new music? That's good. Everybody's got to focus on their business, right? I gotta take my medicine. Let me get my medicine right quick. Oh, there's Lindsay. Yeah.
Curiosity. What are you planning? Catherine asked. Something I should have done 28 years ago.
Y'all called the
Tell the
doctor's
truth,
office and
regardless of the consequences. Later that evening, Charlie sat alone in his
so how are you
hotel,
guys doing? So we got the
staring at the
Philippines in the
photograph
house,
of
we got the
Camilla he
USA in the
carefully
house, and I know
folded.
somebody else is up in here, but
On
they're
the
just
coffee
not
table lay
talking.
a
I want to know where you're
leather-bound journal,
from.
Camilla's journal,
You started
which
a
the
new
twins
business doing what?
reluctantly shared with him after he'd asked to learn more about
Gotta
her
take
life.
my
The journal
medicine.
entries spanned years, documenting her struggles and triumphs as a single mother raising biracial twins in a world that often made both aspects of their identity challenging. Charlie had spent hours reading her words, sometimes laughing, sometimes wiping away tears as he glimpsed the remarkable woman he had lost through cowardice. One entry in particular had pierced his heart. April 15th, 1998. The twins asked about their father again today. Sean was angry, demanding to know why he doesn't want them. Catherine
Oh,
replied,
thank you, Lord.
I could see the pain in her eyes.
What kind of medicine is that?
Otherwise, trying to
If
attend
you
your
must
mother
know,
sometimes people
I'll
make
tell you the
choices
basics.
based
One
on
is a
fear
multivitamin.
rather than love. I
One
told
is an
them that their
aspirin.
father missed out on knowing two incredible human beings,
What else did I just
and
take?
that
One was
was his
D3.
loss, not theirs.
Basically a bunch of
I
vitamins
hope
and one
someday
pill that
they'll
I need for
understand
medical
that his
reasons, which is
absence
none of your
reflects
business.
his weakness.
Oh, you're
Not
making
their
dog
fault.
toys and leashes?
Charlie
Okay.
closed the
You got a
journal,
website or you
his
just gonna be doing it in
official letter
person?
with tears.
Basically
Camilla had
some
given their children
supplements,
something he
Patricia.
never could have.
You have a
A
sewing machine.
foundation of unconditional
Okay,
love
we got
and
sewing machines around here
unwavering
too.
support that had allowed them to thrive
I
despite
take
his absence.
multivitamins, I take supplements.
A gentle
D3, a lot
knock
of
on
people
his
started
door
taking D3
interrupted
during
his
COVID
thoughts.
times. I still take
He
D3
opened it
because it's
to
very
find both
important.
twins standing in the hallway.
And I take aspirin because of
We've
my
been
heart
talking, Sean began,
heart
about
issues.
tomorrow's ceremony.
I do have heart medicine. I take that at the end of the day.
Catherine continued. But we have some
And I
more
have
news.
other kind of medicine that I
Charlie
take.
invited them
That
in,
I talk
and for
about
the
it,
next
but
few
right now I don't really
hours,
want to talk
they
about
planned
medicine. But if you
tomorrow's speech
follow me,
together.
you will know
Not
what
as
I'm taking because
strangers
I
or
don't really keep it a
adversaries,
secret.
but as
But I
three
don't want to
people
talk about
connected
medicine
by
right
a
now.
shared past, and perhaps, if they were
You know how to
fortunate,
sew,
a
or you
shared
just learning how
future
to
as well.
sew?
The following evening, the grand ballroom of the Chicago
Because some things you
Marriott
can
was
easily
filled to
make.
capacity
People don't
for the
realize how
National
it's
Business
easy to
Leadership Conference's
make
closing
certain things,
ceremony. The recent
especially
scandal
if you like an
involving
easy,
Charlie
basic
Moore, the
outfit.
McCollum twins, and Harold McBath had made this the most anticipated event of
Your
the
own
conference.
clothing business.
Charlie stood backstage, adjusting his tie nervously as the chairperson began the introduction. Catherine and Sean
I need to
waited
get
beside
my
him,
result from
both
my
dressed elegantly for the
doctor's
occasion.
office sent to my
Are you ready
primary
for
care
this?
physician because I
Sean
really
asked,
don't think they
studying Charlie's face.
gave me the right
No,
information
Charlie
about
admitted
my
honestly,
last
but
ultrasound.
it's long overdue.
I don't trust what they
When his
did,
name
so
was
now I need
called,
to get a second
Charlie
opinion.
walked onto the
Sometimes you have to
stage
get a
to
second
polite
opinion.
applause tinged with curiosity. Instead of approaching
Yeah.
the podium where the award waited, he moved to the center
What
of the
kind of
stage
clothing
and
are you going to be
signaled for the
selling though?
microphone.
Like
Thank
children's
you for
wear?
this honor, he
I don't really
began,
like this
but I
design. We
cannot
had
accept
like
this
two
lifetime
choices for our
achievement
Jamaica
award.
shirt. This is
Not
my
because
high
of the recent
school.
events in the
I went
news,
on
though
a
those certainly play a part, but because my
my
career,
high
for all its
school
financial
anniversary
success,
trip.
has been built on a fundamental failing of
But I
character.
didn't like this Jamaica shirt.
A
I liked
murmur
this
ran
other
through
one
the
that we
audience
had,
as
but they
Charlie
picked this
continued.
one. The powers that
28
be,
years
our
ago, I made
officers
a
and whoever.
decision based on
I mean,
ambition
it's
rather
okay,
than
but I
integrity.
really liked the
I
other one.
abandoned a woman I loved
Thank you.
and the twins she was carrying
I went
because
with
I
my high
feared the
school buddies.
impact
We
an
were traveling
interracial
together last week.
relationship and children born out of wedlock might have on my career
Adult and
trajectory.
children's clothing.
I
Okay.
told myself I was being practical,
We had a shirt for
but in
every
truth, I was
port
being a
stop, but
coward.
I didn't get the one
The room fell
shirt
completely
from Mexico
silent.
because I didn't like
The
that
woman's
shirt.
name was Camilla McCollum.
I'm like, I'm not gonna buy it 'cause
She
I really
raised our
didn't like
children
the
alone,
graphics that they
instilling in
put
them
on it.
values that I only claimed to
So I was like,
possess:
I'm not buying it.
integrity, courage, and genuine
And I
concern
ended
for
up
others.
spending time with my sister
Those
anyway that day. I
children
didn't go
grew
with
up to
them,
become
and I
Catherine
enjoyed
and Sean
myself, just
McCollum.
my sister and me chilling.
Gasps and whispers spread through the audience as Charlie
And then it
gestured
was
to the
raining.
twins,
I
who
got
rose from
wet.
their seats in the
I
front
gotta
row
vlog
and
that one. I
joined
gotta
him on
do a
stage.
voiceover on that day
Their
because that day
success,
was a
which many
trip.
of
But I
you
had a
have
fun
admired,
time though.
has nothing to do with me and
I had a
everything
fun.
to
We
do
had a
with
nice
their
tour
mother's
guide.
extraordinary strength and wisdom.
That day I
Camilla
went
passed
with
away 5 years ago from
the
breast
cruise
cancer, never
excursions
knowing that
because
I
a
had
lot of
carried
people
her
get off the
photograph
ship
in
and
my
then they
wallet
just go
every
with the
day since we
local
parted.
people. I was like,
Charlie's
I
voice
don't know
rose
about that.
slightly.
I want to stick with the cruise
Never
people
knowing that
with
my
this one.
greatest regret was
The
not
first
having
time
the
we went
courage
with
to
some
stand
local people,
beside her and our children,
but we went
regardless
as a
of what
big
others
group. So
might
I'm like, if
think.
y'all gonna try to kidnap
Charlie
all of
turned
us,
to
y'all got a
think
lot
for
of
an instant.
kidnapping to do.
I cannot undo the
But
past.
I went on the
I cannot
cruise ship
reclaim the years I
excursion, which was
longingly
still a
devote
group of
toward
cruise
ease
people.
the burden
So we
no
all
longer
knew where we
carried
came
alone.
from, and we all knew that we were
But
gonna
I
go
can do
back,
this.
to the ship
I can
together. So
publicly acknowledge the truth,
it was
honor your
fun.
mother's
I
memory,
enjoyed it,
and
even though
ask
it
for your
rained.
forgiveness, not expecting it, but hoping
Even
it
though
will
it
limit my
rained,
actions going forward.
it was a nice time.
Catherine
I had a
stepped
good
forward,
time.
her expression composed, though her eyes shimmered with emotion.
The type of I don't
What I
have a
taught
sewing
us
machine.
that
My mom has a
forgiveness
sewing
isn't about
machine,
erasing the
and I don't
past.
know what type it is.
It's about creating space for a
Thanks for
different
coming in,
future,
Patricia.
she
Bye,
said.
Patricia. I hope
Her
you
clear
have
voice
joined the
carried a wealth of
community,
hope.
Patricia.
She
I'm
also
normally at
taught us
work, but
that
I'm on
people deserve
vacation right now,
second
so I
chances
pop in
when they demonstrate
anytime, all
genuine
the time.
change. Sean moved to stand beside his sister,
I pop in. This
which
is
is why
Mocha, by
we're
the way.
announcing tonight the establishment of the Camilla McCollum Foundation, dedicated to supporting
You have a
single
good
parents
too.
and their
A
children
good
through
one,
educational
Patricia.
opportunities and healthcare initiatives. Moore Industries has
Mocha's
pledged an
sleepy.
initial endowment of $50
Mocha's
million,
getting old.
Charlie added, along with implementing comprehensive changes to our hiring and promotion practices to address the systemic inequities I once perpetuated rather than challenged. The
My fish
announcement drew
died while I was
spontaneous
gone.
applause from the
I left
audience.
my fish. I knew it was
As it
sick, but my
subsided,
mom said it died
Charlie
like,
concluded with the
I think
words
she said
many
it died the
have
same
known
day
we
that I
crafted
left.
together.
But it was looking like it was
Success
gonna
in
die,
business
I'm
is
glad it
meaningless
died when I wasn't here.
without integrity in
But I
life.
had to bury it at
I
sea
lost sight of that once and paid
in the
for it with
toilet.
something far more precious than money or status.
She was
The
not gonna do that
opportunity to
part, so when
know
I
my
got back, I
children
had to
and the
bury it at
privilege of
sea.
sharing my life with an extraordinary woman.
So I'm not gonna get
I
a fish.
cannot
If I get a
reclaim
fish,
what's
I need to
lost,
go to. I got
but I
my
can
fish from the
tolerate
hardware
making
store,
different
which is the
choices
closest
now.
place where I know I can
As
buy
they left the
pets,
stage
whatever.
together amid thunderous
Now I'm thinking I
applause,
should have bought an
Charlie
iguana or a turtle.
Lift from his shoulders,
Just kidding, because I can't see myself touching it.
but lighter than it
And
had
this
been
guy
in
was walking
28
around with that
years.
big old iguana
In the
in
days and
Mexico
weeks
talking
that
about taking a
followed,
picture with it.
Charlie
I'm
worked
not
closely
picking that
with
thing up.
Quinn
I'm
to
not touching
establish
that
the
thing. You
foundation
crazy.
bearing Camilla's name. Their
Talking that's his
relationship
pet.
remained
It lives at his
complicated,
house.
marked
I'm
by
like,
moments
okay,
of
let it live
connection
at your house.
interspersed with the
They're
awkwardness of
adorable.
strangers trying to become family.
But it'll be adorable
There were
far away.
difficult conversations, painful
Smoke is
revelations,
enough.
and occasional retreats into the safety of professional
I'm ready, but my
interactions.
mom is not ready. I would have to
There were
build an
also
outdoor.
small breakthroughs. Sean asking
I would have to
Charlie's
build an
advice on a business
outdoor,
negotiation. Catherine sharing
like
stories
an
of her
outdoor
mother's
house.
creative approach
And
to
that's why I said I was
science
going to talk to my
education for
neighbors,
their
because my
children.
neighbors have got
The
these
three of them
things, because they
visiting
started
together
out with all
raised
these
together
animals, and now I
what would
think
have
they've
been her
either
birthday.
eaten all of the animals, because they
6
had
months
ducks,
after their
chickens,
first
and
tumultuous
some
meeting,
other animals. But
Charlie
now
sat
they have the
across from
little
the
things
twins at the
outside the
Sunday brunch,
houses that they
a
bought,
tentative tradition they had
the coops or
established.
whatever you want to call them.
Sean was
And they're just
recounting
sitting
a
there.
childhood memory
They're letting the
involving a
grass
science fair
grow up all
disaster,
around them and stuff.
while
So
Catherine
I'm
interjected
ready
her
for a dog. I've
corrections
been ready
to
for
his
a dog.
exaggerated version of events.
But my mom is like, no
As
more. She
Charlie
doesn't want
watched
any more
them,
dogs in
he was
her
struck by a
house.
sudden, powerful
Now, if I
realization.
get a big dog, it has to
He
be
might
outside.
never
But at
be
the
their
same time,
father
when
in
it
the
starts to
fullest
get
sense
cold
of
up
that
here,
word. Too much
there's no
time
way
had
I'm going to let
passed.
my dog stay
Too
out when
many
it's below
formative
freezing. Because you know it gets really
experiences
cold in North
missed. But
Florida
perhaps he could be
when
something
winter
else,
comes. So
something valuable
that would
and
have to
genuine.
be, even though
What?
some people still leave their
Catherine
dogs
asked,
out, even though they advise
noticing
you
his
not to, because
contemplative
it's really
expression.
harmful to your pet
Charlie
to
smiled.
be out there when it's
The lines
below,
around
below,
his eyes
below,
crinkled.
below freezing. Like,
I was
come on
just
now.
thinking about something your
But
mother
to each
wrote in
their
her
own. But I
journal.
would not. I can imagine
She
Mocha
said
being
that family
outside.
isn't defined
When
by
it's really cold,
biology or
Mocha will not
obligation.
stay outside. If it's
It's created
cold,
through
like in
choices
the
made day after day,
40s,
year after
she
year.
may try to run around,
Mom
but
was wise
eventually
that
see her
way,
heading to the door.
Sean acknowledged. She was.
So
Charlie
she's like,
agreed.
no.
I was wondering if it's not too late for us to make those choices
What's
now.
wrong, Mocha?
Not to erase what happened, but to
Elvis.
build something new, something honest.
That's so
Twins
funny.
exchanged a
Isn't that
glance.
funny?
Their silent
Ha ha
communication
ha
as
ha
seamless
ha.
as ever. We're
No, I
here,
mean a
aren't we?
four-legged
Catherine
dog.
said simply, raising
Thank
her
you,
coffee cup
Elvis.
in a small toast. To choices, Sean added, raising his own cup.
I saw this big
To
dog.
choices,
Was it yesterday?
Charlie echoed, joining
Yeah,
their toast.
yesterday when I stopped to get
And
me
to
some
Camilla,
Subway, this
who
lady
knew their
had,
power all
you know,
along.
those guns and ammo
Outside
shops.
the
I guess they
restaurant
had their
window,
dog in their
golden
business.
autumn leaves drifted down from the trees lining the street, marking the passage of
I'm not a
seasons
boo. My
and
name
the
is
promise
Vita,
of change carried on the autumn
and I
wind.
mean that with the most
If you've
respect. I
made it
don't
this
like people
far,
calling me boo.
thank you.
Somebody called me boo
I
when I
hope
was
this
on the
story made
trip.
you feel something,
I'm thinking to
because it
myself,
was
why are you
never
calling
just
me
about
boo?
business or family. It was about the choices we make, and how sometimes those choices echo for decades. If this story moved you, consider following this channel, and I'll see you in the next one.
All right. Mocha was listening to the story with you too, Mom. She was back here trying to figure out. Mocha was listening to the story too. She got her ears kept like trying to figure out who is that talking. Friendly for who? So that's the same thing I talk about. I talk about that sometime on my channel. You have to recognize who you're talking to. In my case, I grew up where I was called by my name. My mom never allowed us. Not saying that I have to do what my mom taught me, but for one, I feel like it's an affectionate name, and I don't know you from nowhere. So when you call me, like people come into my channel and they say, "Oh, baby, dear, honey," no, no, I don't know you. Those names are for the one, and you're not the one because I don't even know you. That's all I'm saying right now. So my name is Vita Songbird. Not your boo, not your baby, not your honey, not your money. You get it? I just met you. I'm from Philly. That's how we talk. Okay, and this is how I talk. Straightforward with a smile. And I am not playing. Just don't call me boo. They're $2 a piece. Yeah. I know. Some people like that. Everybody's their honey. Like somebody was calling me babe yesterday. I didn't say nothing, but in my mind, I'm like, I know I'm not your babe, so you can say what you want to say, but I know I'm not your babe. No, mind me. This is me all day long. I don't come with no fake, no pretense. But I know somebody that used to live here. She's from Philly. She went back to Philly, and she lives there. Yeah, I know. Some people are just like that in their country. I mean, their hood. I don't know. I just never liked that. Even back. No, ma'am. Even back in the day, someone used to call me boo, but they were my boo. But that was years ago. But even then, I didn't like it. I don't know. It called me anything but boo. Baby, honey, sugar lump, sugar baby, sugar mama. I ain't no sugar mama. Mom, what you doing today?
Huh?
What are you doing today?
What you gonna be doing today? What you gonna do to my head?
Oh, I need to work on your hair, don't I? I have a lot of things to do. My laptop is sitting over there because I have some stuff I need to do that's very important.
Uh,
I have a lot of things to do, and I need to call some doctor's offices too, as well. Yep, sweetheart, but don't call me sweetheart if you're not my sweetheart. I'm just not one of those people. Just imagine if everybody that walked by called you sweetheart. I mean, literally. Just let's just say everybody walked by and everybody called you sweetheart. Then, when you finally had your sweetheart, like your sweetheart for real, then when they say sweetheart, honey, then if everybody else has called you that already, then it's kind of like it doesn't matter. It doesn't have any significance. If you get what I'm saying? If you're everybody's baby, then when your baby calls you baby, then it's like everybody calls me that, like big deal. There was a comedian on the ship. He wasn't funny. He was so not funny that he was funny. You get it? His jokes were like so not funny till they became funny. I was like, wow. I'm usually at work. First of all, Elvis, what is that? P.I. Pi P. I'm usually at work. I'm on vacation, so that's why I'm acting like this too. I get to spend time with my doggy. She thinks I'm about to leave her every time my keys rattle. Every time my keys rattle, she's ready to hit the road. Peanut. Like, that's different for real. Peanut. I call people sweet pea, especially my students. I call them sweet pea. I don't know. Like if I have a person in my life, like whenever I'm engaged to be married again, because that's my intent. I'm over boyfriends. I'm over all that kind of stuff. I'm ready to be, moving forward to the right thing. That's engaged to be married. That person won't be called what I call other people. I mean, it just only makes sense. Peanut. I don't know about peanut either, because that still sounds like whatever. Gospel producer, you trying to be funny. You work for schools also, so I guess that means you're retired. You said you work. I need to be retired too. Mocha, what do you need? Okay, that's cool. I remember one of my good buddies from church. He retired from. He passed away now though, but he retired from Philly and moved here after he retired. Actually, it's kind of weird. His whole family, they all died, mom and brother and brother. And that's another thing. When people fight over stuff, all of them died and left the things that they were fighting over. Now no one has it. Now that property is just like rotting. I watched everybody come and steal. People are still stealing stuff off the property. They're going into whatever's left, and every time you look, you see somebody's taking stuff. Life is too short to be dealing with nonsense. But you just made me think about that when I thought about my Philly people, because I know my Philly people. I've known some, still know some, but don't let materialistic things take over your life. Oh, okay, cool. Don't let materialistic. I'm
oh
still before
yeah.
you said that. I was still saying what I said. Don't allow materialistic things take over your life. You are more important than those things. Just like I was listening to this person and they were saying like if you weren't helpful and kind before the money, you're not going to be helpful and kind after the money. Or you're not going to be helping other people. Some people always say, "Oh, I'm going to help so and so. I'm going to give back." Blah 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 blah. It's like no, because if you weren't helpful and kind or sharing and caring before the money, you won't be when you get the money. What do you want, Mocha? You want something. What is it? Right now, you're about to go behind the gate because she's acting like a spoiled brat.
Now you would ask me about what I'm gonna eat. I don't eat mango. What else?
I don't know. I ate fruit, and after that, then I'll figure it out.
When But I'm supposed to be cooking this soup. They ain't time to put all that stuff together. I should have mixed this flour and set it apart. Make some dumpling.
Yes, sir. You got it. That's what I say too. And you might as well enjoy it while you can. You know, it makes sense to leave for all the people in your will and your estate and whatever else you establish.
Oh,
But
I
money is
need to
definitely
blend
not
my
everything. Peace of mind, I talk
Where
about
I
that all
put
the
my
time.
wheatgrass?
Peace of mind is everything. I made a video about that yesterday when I was at the beach. I decided to drive to the beach yesterday. Peace is not up for debate. My peace of mind is not up for debate. If you're disturbing my peace, then you gotta go. That's how that works. That's how that works. I hear you. But I'm just simply saying live life while you're living. That's what I'm trying to do these days.
Go back to YouTube and find this thing.
Live life while you're living.
That's what I was supposed to be doing in the first place. Got hooked on this lifetime story. That what happened to most people in life.
You have a nice day too. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by.
Happened to most people in life.
God is able to do just what He said He would do. He's gonna fulfill every promise to you. Don't give up on God because He won't give up on you. Don't give up on God because He won't give up on you. He's able. He's able. He's good. Mocha, what do you want? Mocha keeps acting like I'm going to leave her. She was traumatized. She didn't even want the people that were trying to help her go outside to go to the restroom, and she did not want to go. She kept running away and hiding in the closet. I don't know what she was thinking because she must have been just waiting on me to come, but I wasn't showing up. She didn't want them to take her to the bathroom. What's up, cornbread? Yeah, this is Mocha, my baby. I've had her since she was, 6 weeks old? Now she was going to be 11. What's wrong? You're acting like something's wrong with you. Besides that noise, she doesn't like those kind of noises. She's a sweetheart when you know her. If she doesn't know you, she can be very fierce and very barky, bratty, and she'll bite you. She's very protective, I'll just say that. She's doing what an animal does that's in protect mode. She said, I'm nice until you try to get close to my mama. And then that's when we have a problem. And I don't know why she's being so clingy. Like she doesn't want me to put her down. Something's got her feeling like whatever. So, but after I left her for a week, I guess she kind of feels abandoned or felt abandoned while I was gone.
You want some wheatgrass?
Sure, I'll drink some wheatgrass. Mama's been trying to get me to drink wheatgrass every day. That's mine?
You can have it all. I got some more.
I don't know if I have enough room to drink that right now because I'm not like I just ate mango. Remember?
I did too.
Wheatgrass.
What's all this dirty paper?
It's not dirty paper. That's the mango. I had dropped it in there because I had just put the paper towel up. Since you walked over here, you take it for me. Thank you. Thank you, mommy. Wheatgrass. A lot of people are drinking wheatgrass. Wheatgrass is supposed to be. Mocha's acting very clingy, like she don't want me to put her down.
You think you're going away again?
I know. I keep telling her I'm not going nowhere. I already took her with me this morning. When I left the house, I left with you. And she was jumping up saying, I want to go, I want to go.
That's why she's hanging on to you now.
Yep, because that's my baby. Wheatgrass. Bottoms up. If you've never had wheatgrass, this is just straight fresh wheatgrass. My mom actually grew it. It tastes like oily grass. Literally. You know what, like when you cut the lawn, if you're around fresh lawn, it tastes like oily grass. Yeah, and I'm not kidding. It's like drinking grass, wheatgrass. But my mom says she's feeling better. She was having some joint, something pain, and now she's been like drinking it. Mama, you drink it twice a day?
Huh?
You've been drinking it twice a day or once a day?
Oh, once a day. I've been
Okay,
drinking,
once a day.
cut myself now.
Okay. Well, she's been feeling better because I left her not feeling well, and I came back and she was feeling better. So I'm gonna give it a shot because she said, "Mommy." No, not mommy, but she was telling me, her daughter, to drink it. The part I can't get over is the fact that it tastes has an oily like. It's not like oily, but I guess it's fats. Yeah, maybe I don't know what it is, but it's like fats. It's your anniversary. Mm. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. I will bless his name. I will bless his name. But you can start combing your hair out too, because my body is limited. You can start combing out the parts you can reach, and then I can comb out the parts you can't reach. Because you're washing your hair made my shoulder hurt. My shoulder was burning.
Man, don't need to be combing it out if you ain't going to do nothing.
No, but you could start combing it out and then and twist it up or whatever.
Okay.
It's gonna be a process. I'm not even ready to touch your hair. You see my hair. I always say that should be a clear indication that I'm not trying to comb no hair. I'm trying to figure out when I'm gonna let that lady do my hair. I don't think the funeral is gonna be this weekend since today is already Wednesday. Cause I saw her daughter post and her daughter said that she needed time. So I know what that meant. So I doubt any of that. They're not gonna rush to do no service, especially for their mom. I know they're gonna try to do all kind of stuff. So most likely it'll be whenever. Hopefully it'll be before I go back to work. If not, then I'm just gonna be taking time off. Hopefully they won't drag it out that long. Anyway, I want to get my hair done close to the funeral. I wonder if they're gonna do the funeral in the middle of the week. That'll be good too, as opposed to on the weekend. Mm. Life is short. Life is short. Here today, gone tomorrow. You could be here this minute, and the next minute you're gone. You know how many people have had like aneurysms, and it seemed like to me like they're on the increase. People have aneurysms, and it's like you could be sitting here if you've never seen it happen, and literally that rupture happens and that person is out. When I mean out, they're out. Massive heart attacks. You're here right now, all of a sudden, chest pain, boom, out. No coming back. I don't care how much they pump your chest, you're out. You're done. And some people just die. I knew one lady, she was getting ready to go to the doctor, and literally she just sat down on the bed and that was it. She was gone. So they talk about here today, gone tomorrow. No, here today, gone the next second. Not even the next second, the next breath.
That's why I pray to God for no surprises to my
No,
family,
no surprises.
to my family.
I want to be surprised. I don't want people looking at me dying. I just want to die.
I don't want no surprises from you, lady.
No, I just want to die peacefully. I don't want people looking at me dying.
I
Like some
might,
people saying, "Oh no, you can go now. You can go now." I don't want to be at that. I don't know. I have a weak stomach, a weak. I don't want to be around nobody's bed. I guess I'll be around your bed if that's what you're praying to God for, but I don't want to be around the bed watching people take their
but
last
I
breath.
wouldn't
That's hard.
mind. I don't mind.
You want people to be watching you pass away, mommy?
Peacefully, yes.
Okay.
If
I
it's
guess
a,
I better get stronger then, because I'm not
if
ready.
it's a struggle, if it's a struggle, then no. But
If
just
you if you're
sleeping
if you're peacefully dying,
peacefully, I've seen people peacefully. My grandmother,
okay. I don't
peacefully.
want to watch nobody struggling and dying. Definitely, I don't want to see that. I don't know. I think it's very shocking though, because like if you walk up and somebody died in the room, and then you don't know that they died, and then you walk in and then they're just dead in the bed, that could be just as devastating, I guess. I don't know,
Peacefully.
but that's a serious thing. We just gotta live life to the fullest.
Are you leaving some? You need to
Mom, remember I just got through eating mango.
slowly.
I am slowly drinking it.
Okay.
Cause this stuff tastes like fatty water, like oily water. Wheatgrass.
Because of the
Cheers.
because of the nutrient in it.
Yesterday I took ibuprofen, so I'm gonna see if it helps me not to take ibuprofen today. Mmm.
I don't even know what it is on my head, a rubber band or something.
Oh, it's just a rubber band. Actually, I think that's the thing from your. That's one of your little scrunchy things. I think. I don't remember what I put up there. Some what? Oh, it is a rubber band. I took the rubber band off the thing in your bathroom. But make sure you put a lot of moisture on your hair before you go to doing that, Mom. All right, I need to get my doctor's name. I always forget how to spell her name. I need to get them to send my labs. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for coming through. Peace, love, and joy to you. And until we meet again later, ciao for now. Ciao for now. I gotta make some phone calls and all that. I gotta take care of the real world, right, Mocha? Right. Peace, love, and joy. And live life like it matters, because it does. Live life like it matters. Oh, what's up, Ivan? You wouldn't want to come in when I'm exiting. How are you doing? I will pause my exit to greet you all the way from South Africa. Of course, I remember you. Why would I forget you, Ivan? Do you remember me? But anyway, I know your time zone is different right now. It's what time is it? 11:10. Yeah, and I'm getting ready to go. I've been on here an hour. I think you can actually you can't scroll back. But I posted a lot of videos from my vacation last week, and I hope you catch up and watch them, Ivan. Are you subscribed to the channel? Have you double tapped the bell so you get all notifications? If you have not, why not? Why not? What's going on? But anyway, time for me to rest. Time for me to take care of some in-house business and do what I got to do, and then I'll come back where I can just yap, 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 yap. Talk to you later, bud. Peace, love, and joy. Ciao for now. Ciao.